They said, grief makes people irrational. I disagreed. Grief made me sharper. At my husband's funeral, his mother grabbed my wrist so tightly her nails drew blood. "She belongs with us," she hissed, pulling my gaze toward the entrance where a woman, his mistress, stood, one hand cradling her swollen stomach. And then his father, steady and cold as a judge, added, "Include her." I smiled. I already have. They didn't understand. Not yet. A second later, the chapel doors opened again. My brother stepped in, his voice carrying across the pews, "It's time someone told the truth." Silence. Breathless. And in that silence, I remembered how this story really began. I met Daniel at 19. He had a smile that looked like a promise. I believed him when he said, "forever." I built my world around that word. Years of birthdays, anniversaries, late-night whispers about children we'd have. His hands were warm when they held mine. His eyes steady when they swore loyalty. But loyalty is fragile, and I learned too late that forever can mean until someone else. The signs were quiet at first. A shift in his schedule, a scent of perfume on his shirt I didn't wear, his phone turned face down, his laughter at messages I was never shown. I didn't confront him, I simply watched. Until one night when he fell asleep with his phone unlocked. One message changed everything. "She kicked today, wish you'd been here." Pregnant. His child. I lay next to him in the dark, listening to his breathing, memorizing the rhythm of betrayal. My tears didn't come. Something colder replaced them. I didn't scream. I didn't demand. I planned. First, I played the devoted wife. Smiles at dinners, hand in his at church. I became invisible, the perfect camouflage. Because men like Daniel never notice a woman who stops fighting, they think it means she's given up. Meanwhile, I learned. The mistress, Sophia, was young, naive. He'd promised her freedom, money, a life together. But I controlled the accounts. I knew every dollar, every hidden transaction. I pulled strings quietly, redirecting assets, freezing what mattered. Then, when his health began to fail, an undiagnosed heart condition worsened by stress, I made a choice. I didn't hasten his end. I didn't need to. I just stepped back and let nature take its course, while making sure every insurance policy was airtight, every will properly signed, every asset redirected to me. When he collapsed 3 months later, Sophia thought she'd inherit his devotion. My in-laws thought they'd control his legacy. But paper doesn't lie. His signature sealed everything in my favor. And so, the funeral became my stage. His mother demanding a seat for Sophia. His father insisting I bend. They thought I was weak. They thought love had made me small. But love had burned away. All that remained was clarity. I already included her, I repeated, and then turned as my brother walked forward holding a folder. He read aloud, each word slicing through the heavy air. Daniel's will, amended 6 weeks before his death. Witnessed, notarized, ironclad. Every asset, our home, his business shares, even the trust meant for his unborn child, channeled through me. I held the future in my hands. Gasps spread like wildfire. Sophia's face drained white. My in-laws stiffened, realizing too late they had no claim, no power. Then my brother's final words. And in case anyone doubts, Daniel confessed in writing that the affair was his mistake, his alone. He wrote this so his wife would not carry shame that was never hers. The room froze. Sophia clutched her belly, but her eyes never left mine. She knew what I'd done. I hadn't just taken his legacy. I'd taken the story she thought she'd own, the narrative of the grieving mistress. I stripped it bare. After the service, they didn't approach me. Not his parents, not Sophia. They understood. Some will call me cruel. Maybe. But betrayal rewrites you. It carves out softness and replaces it with steel. Daniel betrayed me, but he also freed me. Freed me from the illusion that love without loyalty is worth anything. Now I walk through the ashes of what he left, holding the match he never saw me strike. And when I close my eyes at night, I don't see his smile anymore. I see the moment his parents realized they lost. I see Sophia learning she was nothing but a shadow. That's the image I keep. Not to savor cruelty, but to remember. Justice isn't loud, it's silent, precise, and it waits until the perfect moment to speak.